Hey folks, today we're going to deep dive into one of our scans that we did last year as a part of a new environmental asset pack coming out soon on the FAB Marketplace. In the meantime, make sure to check out our store page for other photoscanned asset packs and individual models. We are constantly updating our existing packages and uploading new ones regularly. Follow us on socials to keep up with the updates and to be the first to know about new releases, behind the scenes content, and exclusive offers. As I mentioned, this scan was taken last year in Scotland. To capture these real-life scenes in the best way possible, we used two Sony mirrorless cameras, both capable of 61 megapixel images for high fidelity, paired with Sony's 24mm GM lens for absolute sharpness and wide angles. For the top-down photos, we used a DJI Mini 3 Pro, and to reach the highest points of these castle walls, we had a 23-foot tripod you will definitely be able to spot in this video. After I imported all the images, I started by applying the color profile preset to all the images I got from my color calibration chart. Make sure to use one for color consistency and accuracy. Next, I tweaked the settings that are mostly universal, such as highlights, shadows, whites and blacks, and applied those to all the images as well. You can play with the clarity and dehaze options if you are looking for a more contrasty result, but the goal is to get a natural and consistent look across the entire dataset, because white balance will change as the day goes by, and you will either need to change the camera settings to compensate or do it in post-production like I do. It's a lot of work because you need to go through every single image, but in the end, you will know that each one of these images are perfect and ready to be put into reality capture. One extra tip would be, don't be afraid to use sharpness to compensate for using high ISO. It will not ruin your scan or mess with the alignment. Once you're ready to export the images, you need to do two exports, one for geometry and another one for texturing. It is especially recommended at this scale of a scan to resize the images for the geometry folder to anywhere between 9 to 24 megapixel. This will help reduce the triangle count to an acceptable number and also improve the texture quality on a single albedo color layer. For the texturing folder, you can export the high fidelity max resolution images in either JPEG or PNG for better color accuracy. Now import both folders into reality capture and group them based on their camera alignment. This will help with the alignment process. These are the settings I use for most scans. If you're having trouble getting your model aligned, change the detector sensitivity to Ultra and set Force Component Rematch to Yes. The best way to avoid manually adding control points to help with the alignment is to take double the amount of pictures you think you should take. The more pictures, the better for alignment, as long as they're not blurry, of course. Once the alignment process is finished, you can take a look at your point cloud and see if there are any defects or misalignments that you can catch before moving forward with the reconstruction. Sometimes they are very visible, so it's better to catch them early on. If that's the case, you will need to add control points and figure out which images are misaligned. It can be a long and painful process, but right now we don't need to worry about that because our model came out beautifully. From here on out, the process is super simple: reconstruct, simplify, texture, and export. In the texturing settings, make sure to change the color image layer and the texturing image layer to the texturing layer. Export your model in the desired format, and it's ready to be used or further modified in Blender or any 3D software. If this was helpful, drop a like, follow us on social media, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.